Oh, the heat's building up already. Shoot. And it's still morning. I was hoping I could get out here to beat the heat, but it's not possible. Okay, so here's my caulk gun. Here is my caulk. And yeah, I splurged a little. This was $10. I think it was a little bit pricey, but I wanted the little caulk caps. So, and perhaps I can remove some of the caulk with these little gizmos without scratching up the aluminum. And this to cut the caulk gun with. The caulk tip with. And I got this DAP caulk that is for gutters. It says doors, gutters, roof, flashing. Flashing. What is flashing? Flashing is in aluminum. What is my RV? My RV is aluminum. This is crystal clear, as you can tell. And you can actually use it on wet surfaces and it'll still take. However, the surface will be dry way before I get to use it. So that's my plans today. I can't do anything about this window yet because it's still boarded over. I have the window in my storage, and so I have to take that to a glass cutting place and have it repaired. Still have to get somebody to repair my door or learn how to repair it myself. But anyhow, that's not today's issue. Today's issue is caulking around these windows. And yes, people, it's pronounced caulk. Use the U. So, anyhow, so I'm going to wash above these. This doesn't really leak. I can't even see it. I'm looking against the sun. But this little overhead hang doesn't really leak, but I'm going to go ahead and may as well do it too. But these windows definitely leak. These round windows. I got up here the other day and started working on it, and then a storm started to come in, and I didn't have a tall enough ladder, so I had to go get. Okay, so I brought out my step ladder, and if you're working on grass, put some kind of wood supports underneath the legs so they don't drive into the grass. So, with my 2 buckets of water and my rags and such, I'm going to get to work on cleaning that up. I might caulk around the clearance lights as well. Another thing you will need is some tape to get a nice clean track and disposable gloves. That way you don't get the caulk on your fingers, because you don't know what chemicals are in there. So first of all, I just have plain water, no soap. We will start washing. And I'm just using a cheesecloth. That's not real stable, darn it. Okay, let's see. As long as the wood underneath doesn't break, because they're not the same size boards. Okay, so there we go. I can see better at least. I'm at a better height. Okay, wash around that. This, I can't stand any higher. Oh boy. I think, let me see. Yeah, that's just one piece. No need to caulk in here. I can't really even see what I'm doing because of the light. But that's just one piece, one solid piece, so I don't need to caulk it here, just up here. Okay, let's clean off the clearance lights. That caulk will definitely have to be cut off. Look at that. Awesome. Just take those off and clean them. Yeah, cool. Look. Yeah, like that. Okay. Just don't break them. So I'm going to take these two off. That's pretty cool. They just kind of screw off. There we go. Off. And then I can clean the interior of that as well. So I'm going to clean around these. And clean kind of in around them and around the insides and such. So, and then I'll clean around here. So you don't have to watch the whole process because I think everybody pretty much knows how to clean things. It may not look so pretty today, but I got my hat on to protect myself. Look. I didn't put it on right, but who cares? Maybe it'll absorb some of the sweat. Okay, back to work. This little gizmo is also another potential leak problem. It's just like a little rubber gasket. Where did it come from? It came from the old antenna. And I kind of wanted to keep that antenna for the, you know, nostalgia. So yeah, now I'm opened up. I'm going to see if I can fabricate something. Where is the other one? There it is. Fabricate something today that I can use there. Or maybe go to Home Depot. I mean, it's not even connected to anything. It's just screwed in. So, it's not really, really necessary. But I think it's kind of a cool, nostalgic thing. That's one thing about working on RVs, especially vintage ones. But you can run into this kind of stuff on newer RVs as well, or gently used or what have you. You know, they all need maintenance. So all this old caulking right here needs to come off. And I really can't tape around those because the silver tape will pull off the gold finish. So if I can't get to that, get that, you know, get what I need today, then I'll just have to tape that off with a little piece of tarp over it or plastic or something. But yeah, that was probably one of my entry areas where water was coming in. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a big entry area for water. Okay, back to work. I got that cleaned. So, and I'm going to caulk this stuff, this window glazing. I'm not too sure if it's just a bead of caulk or what, but I think I'm going to run into trouble if I try to take it out. So I think I'm just going to clean it up really well and caulk on top of it. So this is a fiberglass window, and it will scratch and etch real easily. And of course, this isn't going to be a professional job. So, okay, back to work, back to cleaning so I can caulk. Oh, and these are latches for the little round window. I don't have the round window covers, so I might as well take those off. They're rusted and not in good shape anyhow. So why not take them off? Okay, so I'm not going to caulk this whole RV, of course. It's way too hot. But I need to get this caulk out. So I'm going to use this instrument to do it with. And I'll just keep scraping until I get it all off. This is more of a, actually this looks like butyl. If I could get a tripod up here, I would, but it's kind of high up here. One other thing that I ordered was a telescoping ladder, which will be great because these these don't come with ladders to get up on the roof with and such, and I don't know how much weight you can put on a Silver Streak roof. So the ladder will come in real handy. So I'll continue to work on this and get all this out so that we can just, I'm not going to do the whole way up here. I'm only working on this area and probably around the clearance lights. Now I'm using rope caulk. And this is an experiment because I really don't know if you can use this stuff outside. But I'm filling in the gap of where I pulled out the rubber butyl. And I will go ahead and run it up that line. And then I will use my other caulk over on top of it and see if that works. Okay, everything's ready for caulking now. Let's see if this works. Of course, I put the caulk tape, or the little caulk roll stuff, on here, and it doesn't look great. It's rather sloppy. I tried to make it look as best I could, but it is really hot out here, and the less time I spend out here, the better. So I'm going to go ahead and caulk. You know, that's an area that if it doesn't work out, I can strip off and redo. But it is really, really getting hot out here. I also taped off the clearance lights. So I could caulk around them as well. And I washed the caps, and the caps look great. Here's the caps. Okay, I'm going to caulk all those edges, the open edges, and I will also use my finger, but some of this is kind of indented, so I'm also going to use this little tool. Where is it? There we go. I'm also going to use this little tool to help push the caulk in. I did forget to show you something before I loaded the caulk gun, so I got to take it back off. The way to take it back off is just release it here and pull. There we go. Okay, lots of people don't seem to know about that. See that pin? It swings out, and that's what opens your caulk with. So I'm going to cut the tip. See how much do I want to cut off. I don't want to cut off a lot because I don't need a big fat glob of it. And cut it at a little bit of an angle. There we go. I may not have cut off. Yeah, I cut off enough. Because like I said, I don't want a whole lot to come through. So now what I do is take the caulk gun, put it down inside, and that breaks the tube inside. And you'll probably come out with caulk on the gun. I just wipe it off with a paper towel. Reload the gun. And make sure that your tip that you cut is facing the right direction that you want to caulk upon. Put that back down. Lock my gun back down. Okay. And we are ready. Okay, this side actually has a nice coating of rubber butyl in it, but I'm going to go ahead and caulk over it, just for preventative sake. Okay, I got her all caulked. We're ready to take the tape off. This is how much more I have left to go. It is so hot out here. Humid. But I'm almost there. And I've been scoring it with this blade. So, work, work, work. But we're getting there. Okay, I finally finished with the window. It's not the best job, it's not the prettiest job, but guess what? The job is done. So, I don't know. I don't know the secret to all this. Usually the caulk just the tape just tears off while the caulk is still wet, but in this case, maybe it's because it was latex caulk instead of silicone, I don't know. It wanted to just come off with the tape. Speaking of tape, I'm going to pull the rest of this tape off because I no longer need the tarps. And eventually, the weather will start washing some of this stuff off. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. I can't wash it right now anyhow. So, not going to worry about it, like I said, not going to worry about it too much. It'll come off eventually. So, there we go. My little old step ladder. And I found that the boards didn't work so great, so it worked better on the ground after all. And there we go. Sure wish I could wash it. No water over here. But I'm ready to call it a day anyhow. It's very hot. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for your support and your comments. You guys are great. And I love y'all. And live the life you live. Bye. How about live the life you love? I messed that one up, didn't I? Bye, y'all.